Is low inventory a thing? Well, we're going to find out because you're tired of hearing it out of this mouth and now you want to see it in articles. I will show you in a major publication, actually a major article. Also, credit card debt. Guys, what are you doing out there? My Lord, it's killing me. I feel bad for a lot of people. All that in Real Estate Daily. Welcome, everyone. My name is Troy, and every day we go over the latest news in real estate, housing, and the mortgage market. Now, before we jump in, do me a favor. Take that little finger and hit that bing, 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 bing button. Subscribe. Really helps the channel out, and it makes it fun to see me the next day. Or maybe not. All right. I can see my producers pushing me on here. She just, All right. Why real estate buyers are staying in the market. Something that we've been discussing now for the last 2 or 3 weeks. Why are they? Because we're seeing everything kind of inch up. Interest rates inch up. And I've said this once, I'll say it 100 times. People are getting really comfortable with higher rates. Why? Because they're being told out there that somewhere down the line they can refi their house. Now, I like that idea as long as the values of your property stay where they're at. That's a fantastic strategy. It works, but you want to make sure that whoever you're getting the loan from, number one, when you refi, they're not going to charge you a ton of fees. I would ask for them to actually give you almost a feeless, without taking your equity, a feeless refi. Why? Because you believe in the first place. Now you want something in writing showing that there's not any fees going to be popping up everywhere. So they're making money every single time you refi and every time you purchase. No, they need to make a good living. You're making a good living. Just keep it sensible. That's what I say, because this is not a complete, get rich scheme from loan officers. I'll say this once, say it 100 times. All right. Before we jump in the next article, hit that like button for me. Boom, 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 because you like what I'm coming out of my mouth, don't you? Well, some of you are. If you don't like it, the comment below, please leave it there. Our producer, Emmy, looks it over, and then she yells at me the next day. Let's go on. Credit card debt hits record high, $986 billion. I told everyone 2 weeks ago when I showed the graph, we were headed towards $1 trillion. The graph, it's even funny. When I look at the graph, it didn't even start to even show anything until 20 years ago. And it just looks like the generations, the boomers, well, they kind of got in trouble, but then it started trickling down. And now the millennials and Gen X's, since the government wants to hand money left and right, they're a little more open about getting into debt. Obviously the government doesn't help out at all by trying to pay off your student loans. That's just ridiculous to think about, because everyone out there who's getting the free STEMI or getting free government, reductions off of your student loans is paying for it in the future. They have to raise the debt ceiling. What do you do when you raise debt ceiling? You print more money. It causes more inflation. Come on. Ever since the blue team went into office, it's cost you almost 15% in inflation. But no one's talking about that. They're just happy it's only 6% or 6.5% from one year to the next. Well, the year before it was 7 or 8. Come on, guys. This doesn't make any sense. Think about it. The government spends money. They have to print more money. They print more money. It just costs you more money. Wow, that's why you buy a house, because that locks in your monthly payment, the largest in your budget. Get out of credit card debt. Can't buy a home with a ton of credit card debt. Can't live with a ton of credit card debt. And every time the government, the Fed, raises rates, where's the initial bomb go off? Where's the collateral damage? In the credit card market. Please do me a favor tonight. Go find, I don't care if it's on your app or on some mailer that you received, go look up your credit card interest. And if you have a lot of credit card debt, then go to the bathroom and vomit. Next, we're still Here's what I've been telling everyone. We're still at half the housing inventory from 2016 to 2019. Guys, we have no inventory. Why? Nobody wants to sell their home. There's nowhere to go. If I buy from one California, yep, sorry, that was El Pollo Loco. From one property in California to the next property in California, not only is my interest rate gone up, but the house has gone up. So it doesn't make any sense. So if I'm going to sell my home, where am I going? I'm going out of state. I'm taking my equity and pissing off someone in Texas or Arizona, because I have all this cash and I'm buying my house in cash while they're out there trying to get an FHA loan, right? And I'm coming in over asking because I don't care, because the house out there is half the price of here. Guys, there is no inventory. There's no reason. There's no reason to sell your house unless you want to get out of this state. And of course, we know that California is hemorrhaging people, because almost 400,000 people left this state that came into the state. So there is no inventory. I keep saying it. And this is just one of many articles that just confirm what I'm talking about. Next article. Let's go to interest rates. All right. Floating up, floating up, floating up. We're looking at 30-year conforming at 6.5, went up 3 basis points. FHA flat, 0.00, really. And then 30-year jumbo is just it's just a jumbo mess. Anyone out there looking that's going to get a jumbo loan, please, it's gambling. It's not anyone that quotes you jumbo rates, okay? They're not stable. So if you call every person one day, that might get apples to apples. But if you call day after day, or they get back to you the next day, could be a whole different rate. Why? Because we're seeing jumbo climb 40 basis points, down 25, up 4, down 16, up. Right now, look at it. Yesterday it was down. It was down, 30 basis points. It's up 10 basis points today. It's almost more important to find a good loan officer that's going to give you the moment in time when you're in escrow. It's not the day you get an escrow. It's the day they figure out what's the best interest rate. That's so important, because it's gambling. He's really gambling, to be honest with you. And he's gambling with your monthly payment. Please make sure you have a veteran out there that understands the market, that has a much better chance of getting it right. Or ask ChatGPT. That can help out as well. I don't think so. I'm just kidding. Guys, thank you very much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. It's a Friday here in Southern California. We expect rain all weekend. Cool weekend. Hey, remember, the gas bill is high, so if you're at home, make sure you make plans, because you don't want to get that $700 bill like Homie the Clown did. Guys, take care. I will see you on Monday.